YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Alright folks, we've got a massive leak to go over, so I'm giving you the tap out spoiler warning right now. And also, we've got the Guardian Games full reveal, which will kick off next Tuesday, and I will be streaming it live right here on YouTube. Now, I covered pretty much all of the Guardian Games information except a few things to fill in the blanks that they revealed today. I covered it yesterday, so I will link that video in the description, but for the most part, Guardian Games is really not changing that much from last year, but we'll go over the new stuff that it didn't cover yesterday. But you really want to stick around for this leak, because if one of the things is true, which is Oppressive Darkness might be coming back next season, I am very happy, because we can all agree that was one of the best artifact mods in the season artifacts we've had in any of the seasons. And also, 2 exotics are coming back from Destiny 1, one which you probably already know about, and also a brand new exotic coming to Destiny 2. So let's get into the news, but before that, a quick word from today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by your favorite game that brings true console level experiences to your phone, and that's Raid Shadow Legends. What I like about this game is simple. It's fun. There's tons of things to do. Explore millions of champion combinations. You master countless tactics that, well, you take on some raid bosses, some dungeon runs, campaign battles, and even PvP arena matches. And with over 500 champions, all blessed with unique skills and hundreds of artifacts, well, you could build your own team, develop your champions, and play the game Raid your way. And make sure you use my link at the top of the description and pin comment to download Raid yourself to mobile or PC. And it's an anniversary for Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, it just kind of started off as a bunch of cool character art and ideas, and, well, it blew up over time. The #1 RPG in the United States, and over 1 million players play it every single day. Over 2 billion battles go on, and a massive community of players. That community consists of content creators that help you get better at the game. You've got cosplayers, people make up songs, they have competitions, and it's just an awesome community. April's going to be jam-packed, okay, because you've got the 2-year anniversary, so anniversary events and tournaments, and then also just we have our usual monthly updates. If you use those links, you might be able to jump in quick and join some of those anniversary events and tournaments going on. They just released the first batch of the Shadowkin faction, a brand new Asian-inspired faction with some amazing looking champions to get, and also other things like the Doom Tower that everyone loves. Well, that's getting 2 new really tough bosses, so you definitely want to check out the good old Doom Tower. If you want to get a head start on this, make sure to click the link in the description. You'll get a free epic champion, Jotun, who is amazing for the Doom Tower, 100,000 silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards that you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. Look where my finger is pointing on the top right hand side of the screen, and that's where you will find all of your treasure when you log in, and this will be available only for the next 30 days for new players, so click my link in the description or in the pinned comment. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. So here's the new information that was not updated on the Guardian Games page, or what you need to know. So we have the medal case and also medals. So players can earn medals from triumphs, contender cards, and activity completions. Medals are stored in the medal case, found in the quest inventory. Turning in completed medals into the Tower Podium will increase your team score. And now we get a look at what the contender cards look like. So players can purchase these contender cards from EVA. Completing the Trials or Nightfall contender cards will give you platinum medals. Completing the Strikes, Gambit, or Crucible contender cards will give you a gold medal. Now here we have laurels, which we'll be collecting just like last year, but we can now turn them in to get exotic ghost shells from Eva Levante, and also an exotic sparrow, and we have the heir apparent exotic machine gun, which is a solar heavy that also puts an arc shield around you when you're spinning it up. The catalyst now is available this year, and also, well, if you don't have the heir apparent, here's how you get it. So the exotic machine gun can be acquired through a quest if players do not already own it. And the heir apparent catalyst has a chance to drop from banking gold or platinum medals if players already own the gun. And here's just kind of a close-up look at the different class items for each class that's coming this year, and they kind of updated them a little bit to, I guess, look a little cooler from last year. And they will glow this year based on where your team is in terms of, I think, daily and weekly. We also will have some bounties to complete, and they say weekly bounties will reward you XP, Bright Dust, Glimmer, and Laurels. Daily bounties will reward XP, and additional bounties will reward XP and also Bright Dust. So who's going to win? Again, I think it's probably going to be Titans, as I put a poll out on my community tab and in the comment section of yesterday's video, but you sound off again in this video's comment section and say hashtag Team Hunter. Well, just do hashtag Hunter, hashtag Titan, or hashtag Warlock. I will be playing a Warlock, and I'll be playing with 2 Titans on Tuesday when I live stream right here on YouTube Gaming. But enough of Guardian Games. Let's get into this big leak, and with all leaks, I always say, take it with a grain of salt. Any leaks I get from Raid Secrets or any of the other Reddit threads or 4chan or whatever. Last year when I covered a whole bunch of leaks before Beyond Light, some of the things came true, some of them did not, and sometimes Bungie does shelve some of these things that come out, and we'll just have to see how it all pans out. But always, it makes for fun speculation and gets me hyped, and I hope it gets you hyped because we all love this game. So this is coming from Raid Secrets, and it's simply called 4chan Leak on Season 14. Season 14 launches on May 11th, and it will be called Season of the Collectives. It will be Vex focused, with the central storyline focused on the Vex and Stasis. Now, there was rumors or a leak a while back that when the Vex Mythoclast from Destiny 1 comes back, it will be a Stasis weapon. And this kind of makes sense because we do know we are getting legendary Stasis weapons next season. Moving along here, a descendant Axis mind, Cronus, has arisen that has cracked the secret of paracausality for the Vex. Am I pronouncing that right? Paracausality? Paracausal? It has merged itself and a new sect of Vex units directly with Darkness Splinters, enabling the return of descendants and precursors through time to take up this new dark power. Next up, the Descendant and Precursor Vex are the primary threats, with new Vex Minotaur units appearing from each of the aforementioned collectives that actively have new stasis abilities, much like the captains from House of Salvation. The Vex are the first of the enemy races, besides the Fallen, to take up stasis, as hinted at by Luke Smith, with how each enemy race would eventually wield stasis. The Descendants and Precursors have established massive citadels across the Moon and the European Dead Zone. The new seasonal activity will focus on breaching these citadels in a series of Vex incursions, which are gauntlet-like arena activities focused on stopping the Precursors and Descendants from using Cruxes of Darkness to gain power. And I'm throwing in some old Destiny 1 footage of me playing around with some of the adept Vault of Glass weapons in Age of Triumph. Anyway, moving along here, the Incursion Activity is a match-made 3-player activity and will have a loot system similar to what was established in Season of the Chosen. This time, a targeted loot system in place, with players being able to target the drops they want from the Cruxes at the end of the Incursion activities on the Citadels. A seasonal artifact is called the Splintered Conflux, and Oppressive Darkness returns as one of the seasonal mods. And I think it's long overdue. We have not had Oppressive Darkness in a long time, and I really hope it happens. Oppressive Darkness was, I think, probably everyone, well, not everyone, but it definitely was one of my favorite artifact mods. Precursor / Descendant themed seasonal weapons and loot will be available. Now, there will be 3 new exotic weapons coming this season. Super Good Advice returns as part of an upcoming exotic quest called Sanctimony, which focuses on returning to the corridors of time. Now, we heard this rumor a long time ago that Super Good Advice was coming back, so I think it is. The Vex Mythoclast returns as the Vault of Glass raid exotic. The new seasonal exotic is an energy linear fusion rifle called the First Tempo. Now, Vex Mythoclast, Bungie did already kind of tease that in a recent This Week at Bungie. The First Tempo exotic can swap between 2 types of void rounds, with enemies able to be marked with tracked suppression rounds, and can swap to void rounds that amp up damage and successive precisions. Kills on suppressed enemies will spawn singularities that can pull nearby enemies towards them and blind those in range. Moving on to Cronus. Cronus, the stasis-wielding Vex Axis Mind, will be the seasonal antagonist. This season is much more in line with Arrivals level content, which I'm happy about because I think Season of Arrivals was one of the better seasons. And an Earth set dungeon will launch deeper into Season 14 that acts as a seasonal finale akin to the Proving Ground strike for Chosen. If this all comes to fruition, I am ultra hyped, guys. Vault of Glass coming back, a new dungeon, more of like a Season of Arrivals type of season, 3-player match-made activity. Lots of stuff to do, guys. I am very, very excited. And plus, with the quality of life changes we got with the Season of the Chosen, well, I mean, I think it's going to be great, guys, if this all comes to fruition, okay? Again, take it with a grain of salt, okay? All right, here we go. Moving along here. Cronus is the boss of the upcoming dungeon, and it will be set in the European Dead Zone Citadel. Lastly, the Vault of Glass returns, with the opening area being a reprised version of Venus. It has a small seasonal subplot that involves the restoration of Atheon, due to the precursors and descendants finally understanding how to wield paracausal stasis abilities. So if this is true, more than likely we're going to see some stasis in the Vault of Glass this time. Things will be different. I'm sure the encounters will be similar, but also different at the same time. We'll have stasis, and I am sure we will have champions in the Vault of Glass. And we already know, I think Bungie already, well, in an interview I covered about a week or two ago, they did say we will have a master version of the Vault of Glass at some point, and they want to do that with other raids. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. So either leave me a hashtag made it to the end, or hashtag Warlock, hashtag Titan, or hashtag Hunter, depending on what you're planning on playing for Guardian Games. And I'll see you guys live on Tuesday. Well, actually, I'll see you live tomorrow for Xur, and then I'll see you live on Tuesday for the kickoff of Guardian Games. All right, guys, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream, usually known as on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.